Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, I see. Yes. Well, I'll be honest with you, District Attorney Lawrence. Um, that is your last name, correct? Yes, yes. Um, District Attorney Lawrence, my lawyer has advised me to take the plea deal. Honestly, though, I don't think you're taking into account the special circumstances of what really took place that night. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, hold on. I never said that I called her that. No, 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 no. Even though we did argue, yes, I never once referred to her by that particular word. No, I would never refer to any woman by that particular word. It is highly offensive. Hmm. Hmm. Well, District Attorney Lawrence, I mean, I see your lovely assistant sitting over there. And I mean, if you want to, you could ask her, but that word is highly offensive. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I mean, I think it is important to the case. I don't understand why you think it's unnecessary. I do think it is important. Hmm. 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 Well, I mean, yes, we did argue, but I would appreciate it if you would acknowledge the fact that I never referred to her by that ugly, ugly word. All right, I appreciate that. Yes, there was absolutely no referral to her using that word. Yes, yes. Well, I mean, I want to make sure everything said in this room is confidential, just between the four of us while we discuss this potential plea deal. Is that correct? I mean, if I were to admit, I'm not saying I did anything, but if I were to admit that I did what I'm being accused of doing, then you and your lovely assistant and my attorney, knowing what I may or may not have done, that's not admissible in court, is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me just confer with my attorney. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, yes. So, in this particular state in America, everything that goes on during a plea deal is not admissible in a court of law. Okay, wonderful. Well, the truth of the matter is, I mean, she just kept nagging at me. I mean, just nagging constantly, and she just wouldn't stop. I mean, it's aggravating. I mean, I don't know if your lovely assistant here has a boyfriend or not, but seriously, um, with 3 men sitting here. Honestly, every time I come home, she's standing by the door, which is nice, but every single day it's the same damn thing. Oh, how was your day? How was this? How was that? Oh, and I'll tell you something, young lady. Men get annoyed and aggravated at that very quickly. Sometimes we just want to come home, sit down, relax a bit, have a beer, and just take it easy. Well, I'm sorry, District Attorney Lawrence. I'm not trying to make this personal between myself and your lovely assistant, but I hope this young lady understands how things are done. I mean, seriously, you gotta admit it's aggravating and it's annoying. I mean, you're clearly wearing a wedding ring and you're happily married, but admit it, D.A. Lawrence, um, that's just annoying as hell. You come home, you're tired, you just want to relax, sit, not be bothered, and all of a sudden it's like an interrogation. Hey, how was your day? How was this? How was that? It's like, oh, please. It's like, baby, I love you, but please shut the hell up. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. And my attorney here is married. He knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just get fed up. And that other thing that women do, it's so aggravating. Like you come home, you worked 8 hours straight, hard labor, hard manual labor. And you sit down and you relax for an hour. And then what does she do? It's like, hey, you got to do this, 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 and this. It's like, wait a minute. I just worked my butt off all week. I put in 40 hours, sometimes 60, heck, sometimes 80 hours a week. Okay? I need to relax. I need to de-stress. Well, I let you sit and relax for an hour. Really? Really? And you think that's enough? And you know what the sad part is? Women genuinely think that's enough. No, it's not. How about you go and you do my job, manual labor for 8 hours straight with a nowadays 45-minute lunch break. They don't even give you an hour. Scarf down some food, get back to work. You come home, you sit down for an hour, and then I give you a list of chores that require more manual labor and heavy lifting. How are you going to feel? Yeah, then you're not going to think that an hour is enough time for a working man to relax. And she just didn't understand that. And it got aggravating. It's like, well, you have to do this, 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 and this. Why? Why do I have to do all that? Oh, because the neighbors. Because of the neighbors. So we're doing that stupid 1950s nonsense of keeping up with the Joneses. First of all, they're not the Joneses. Satyajit Singh, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing my neighbor's name incorrectly, but Satyajit Singh, you know, he's a doctor. He went to Harvard Medical School. I don't know why he moved into our crappy little neighborhood. He should be living in a gated community, making tons of money. Oh, wait. I know why he's not living in a gated community, making tons of money. Should I say why? Should I say it? Yeah. Should I? No? Okay. Even my attorney over here is advising me not to say it. District Attorney Lawrence. Yeah, even my attorney is telling me, oh, don't say that, don't say that. Even though whatever I say is not, it's not getting past this room. So who cares? Who the hell cares? Yeah. The reason why my Harvard educated doctor neighbor doesn't live in a gated community is because, yeah, his skin is a little too brown. There, I said it. Shocking. And actually, your lovely assistant looks shocked. Yes, my dear, racism does exist. Yes, it does. Yes. Sometimes it's very subtle. I will never forget when I was maybe, how old? 9 years old, traveling with my father. We went to a place that one of our friends had told us about. And I don't remember where this was, maybe upstate, maybe another state over. But we were told of a public swimming pool. So my dad started driving, and then he saw a gorgeous swimming pool. Absolutely gorgeous. Kids playing, kids having a good time. Absolutely gorgeous. So he stopped the car and he told me, go on inside, have some fun. I gotta go take care of some. I'll be back in a little while. And this was back in the day where a parent could do that and no one would snatch up their child. That's right. You could do that in America back then because back then people didn't tolerate perverts. Yeah. Oh, they definitely tolerate them now. Yeah. Yeah, they tolerate them, they coddle them. All right. My attorney here is telling me to please get to the point. Okay, I will get to the point. Here's the point. I went inside, I splashed around, I had a good time, just like all the other kids were having a good time. And then, apparently I was near one of the lifeguards, and he looked down at me, well, literally and figuratively, and he said, excuse me, but are you a member? And he was very polite, and I said, no. And he said, oh, are you here with a member? And I said, no. And he said, well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to leave. This is a private pool at a private country club, and you have to be a member or you have to be with a member in order to swim here. So I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave. My response, okay. And he was very polite. He was a very polite, I'd say early 20-something young man. And I left. I walked out. My dad happened to be standing there, and he's like, oh, you're done already? I said, yes. And then I explained what happened, and he got angry. He got angry at me. He said, you should have lied. Well, sorry, Dad, but you didn't raise me that way. Of course, I didn't say that to him because back then, yeah, children didn't talk back to their parents. Yeah, not like it is now. Yeah. So I got back in the car. My dad drove us a little further, And there was the swimming pool, the one that was open to the public. It was maybe half a mile down the road from the country club. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Half a mile down the road. The place was dirty, disgusting, overgrown. I mean, honestly, if that country club was a 10 out of 10, this public facility for everyone else was at best a 2 out of 10. Honestly, looking back with my excellent memory, I don't think it was even that much. No, I don't think it was even that much. It was a piece of garbage. That's where the public went. Now, why do you think that 20-something lifeguard who's a old man today, why do you think he singled me out among all the other individuals? Why do you think he signaled me out? Why do you think he did that? Yeah. Well, I never forgot that. But it wasn't a memory that made me angry or upset. My father knew that was a private country club. He should not have told me to go inside. And thankfully, private country clubs, they know how to be politely racist. They simply very politely ask you to leave because, well, you're not one of them. Yeah. They ask you to leave because you don't have a white privilege card. That's right. They take one look at you, they realize you don't have a white privilege card, and they kick you out. Very politely, though. Oh, so polite. Yeah. Well, guess what? Yeah. I killed my wife because I found out she was having an affair. That's right. Yeah, I just strangled her, and oh, it felt so good. It felt so damn good. Unfortunately, she had a really skinny neck, and I guess I broke it by accident while I was strangling her. I wanted her to suffer. And then I went down to where her, well, I mean, you guys never did find his body, did you? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Would you like me to go into all the gory details of why you never found his body and why you never will? Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, your assistant looks like she's about to puke. But yeah, now here's what's going to happen. You are going to drop all the charges against me, D.A. Lawrence. You're going to drop all the charges, and I'm going to walk free. You want to know why? Because even though back then, as a kid, I didn't have a white privilege card, yeah, I do now. That's right. There's my white privilege card, and I have officially changed my name. That's right. My name is now Whitey McWhite. That's right. That's my name, And here's my white privilege card. Would you like to take a closer look at it? There you go. That's right. So you're going to be dropping the charges, aren't you? Well, it doesn't matter what my skin color is. I now have a white privilege card. That's right. Thank you. Oh, you will be dropping the charges, yes. That's exactly what I thought you would say. That's right. I have a white privilege card. Oh, it doesn't matter that I'm not white. I've got one. That's right. Yeah, so I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk out of this room a free man with my attorney. Oh, could I see that for a second? Yes, thank you. My. District Attorney Lawrence, this is a beautiful pen. Actually, a lot more beautiful than this black, ugly pen that I have. Yeah, well, as you know, I do have a white privilege card. So, this is now my pen, and I'm taking it with me. That's right. Thank you very much, District Attorney Lawrence. Thank you. You see, thanks to my white privilege card, now I'm very polite as well. Yeah, you and your lovely assistant, you two have a wonderful day. Yes, yes, you have a wonderful day. And thank you so very much for dropping the charges. Oh, this lovely thing sure does come in handy.